Just like the title says, Soundcloud Distribution can eat a bag of dicks. Long story short, I've been doing music for a long time as a solo artist, as a collaborator with people. Since summer, a few friends of mine and some students of mine have all just collaborated on stuff, trap beats, EDM, lo-fi beats, just anything we were vibing with and wanted to do. So a lot of the students were asking me, well, how do I get on Spotify and, Apple and Tidal and all that stuff? I'm like, well, it's easy. You just use a distributor like DistroKid or SoundCloud or anything. The reason why we chose SoundCloud is because for the monthly payment, you could upload as many artists as you like. And since every project was like a different artist, we just went with, them because we thought it was a decent deal. So we had a few singles and a few EPs of just random cool fun stuff. All the artwork was made with AI. And so the stuff was up for like a week or two. And I woke up yesterday to an email from SoundCloud saying that they perma-banned my account. And the two reasons that they gave out of four, or it says, for one of the following reasons: botting streams, impossible. Two, using copyrighted material I didn't have a license for, which is, again, bullshit, because when I was making the stuff with students over Zoom, everything was completely original and fresh. Same thing with the stuff that I did with friends. We don't use illegal samples. I know that hip-hop artists, illegally sample all the time, and I grew up listening to all this music. But basically, I don't mess with that. And I tell the students to do the same. Don't illegally sample. You could do it for your own enjoyment, but if you're going to push it out, if you're going to release it, you can't do that. You got to use royalty-free loops. You got to use, like packs that you buy or like whatever, which is what, some of the tracks that we did had drum sounds and drum loops, but nothing was illegally sampled and nothing was illegally obtained. So, for like that said, the botting stream thing pisses me off too, because I always tell them to not do that because they crack down on it. And Spotify just announced, late last month that they were like even cracking down even further. So I was like, every time I was in a lesson with somebody and the kids asked, well, can I stream it like all day? No, don't. It's never a good idea to do that. So I didn't do that. They didn't do that to the best of my knowledge, and they wouldn't anyway because they trust me. But it just pisses me off that there was no warning. There was no first strike, second strike, third strike, anything like that. It's just you wake up. I logged into the account just to see what was up, and saw my email too, and it was like, notice of termination. I'm like, what the fuck? All this stuff is so annoying. I emailed them. I asked them what is going on, what happened. I didn't ever do anything illegal. The same thing happened to me in February when I released a few anonymous like hip hop albums that I've just some beats that I've worked on over the years, because I just wanted to see where it went. I wanted to see if it got in a playlist, or I would share like a link to, the album anonymously on Reddit or whatever, just to see if anybody liked the beats. And the Symphonic did the same thing to me. They terminated my account saying I was botting streams, and one of the reasons. They never really tell you in detail what happened. They said one of the following reasons, but usually the first reason says botted streams. And again, I don't fuck with that because it's stupid, But has anyone had a similar problem with this? Like, has anyone had any similar experience? Because I really want to know. I would have chosen DistroKid with all this stuff, but I was gonna say the yearly plan, the ultimate plan, I couldn't afford it at the time, so I thought the SoundCloud thing, just for a few months would be worth, paying for. What was I gonna say? Because SoundCloud lets you do multiple artists. Again, like with all the side projects that I had with the kids and myself and my friends, everything had like a different band name and a different artwork and stuff like that. So I thought it was a decent thing. I also would have done CD Baby, but every release that you do, whether it's a single or an EP or a full-length album, is $10. And again, as anyone that's been following my channel, I've had a lot of financial difficulty for the past couple years. So, I just wanted to do something that I could just pay for a few months of, and we all split the cost too. Like my friends just helped me, pay for it. Actually, one of my friends just totally paid for it outright, which was really nice of him. But so we put the stuff up just to see if their friends would listen to it and see what they thought of it, and they didn't even get a chance to listen to it. It showed a couple of the singles showed up on Tidal and Apple, and Spotify, but Tidal and Apple first. and they were the first to be removed too. So some of the stuff is still on Spotify, but it's going to be gone in a day or two, I'm sure. But has anyone ever had any problems with this? Again, like, have you been wrongfully terminated? Because I want to start like a good dialogue about this, because I think it happens a lot, and I think they're always trying to crush the little guy, which is not fair. They let major label stuff get away with murder, you know, like botting streams and all this stuff. I read all the news articles all the time. I like, you know, this is common knowledge that anyone with money can get away with murder. You know, obviously look at the news, but you know, this really just pisses me off, and I wanted to make this video really quick. I have to go to lessons, you know, because this is basically my day job. I have to leave for lessons in 5 minutes. But I wanted to upload this really quick and just talk about it because it really pisses me off, and it pisses my students off and my friends too. And we're like, what the fuck? Which distributor would you guys recommend instead? I mean, DistroKid, you know, Lander, Sounddrop. I don't know anything about all the other ones. I'm familiar with CD Baby. I released music that I did like 20 years ago through CD Baby, and you know, I just thought it was a good idea. I mean, SoundCloud seems to be really cool. Again, I didn't do anything botted, and I didn't do anything illegal. I didn't copy. I never illegally sample anything. The only time I ever do is in a lesson with a student, if they're in my studio and we're just doing this, but we never put it out. We never, like, I'm like, don't do this. I'm like, it's fun to do, but don't do it. It's not worth the risk. You know, you can get in a lot of legal trouble later. So all the stuff that we did was totally by the books. You know, like, this is how I work, you know? So what the fuck? I'm really pissed off, and like, I'm trying to hide it well because I wanted to make a video where I wasn't yelling and just freaking out. But yeah, let me know. Let me know if anyone has any experience with this. I've seen tons of stuff on Reddit where Symphonic would ban them for no reason, and SoundCloud would ban them for no reason. And my friend, who I actually did some of the music with, he got banned from DistroKid because one of his tracks started taking off. I think it went viral on TikTok like 2 years ago, and DistroKid banned him. But they did pay him, like, the royalties that was due. But after that, they pulled it from all the platforms. So this isn't cool. Like, this isn't cool. Like, it's a dream to have something go viral and get a lot of streams. So, like, what the fuck? And again, according to when I was looking at where the albums were, there were like no streams. I think there was like 2 on on 2 of the singles. It was me testing the mix in my car, and on one of the singles, and then testing the mix on another one. I didn't stream anything else. I'm really fucking pissed off, and I hate how when you try to write them and ask them why, it's all Zendesk AI response bullshit, you know, and it really, really pisses me off. So again, thanks for watching this video. I'm not trying to, you know, put down anybody. I'm just telling you my personal experience. SoundCloud, again, your distribution, you could eat a bag of dicks. Seriously, I'm fucking pissed off. Same with Symphonic. Fuck you guys too. But yeah, just let me know what you guys recommend. It's just music. It's not trying to, like, do anything like fucking. I read all the news stories about people, you know, like botting their own shit and just recycling the tracks and stuff. Yeah, this is just fucking fun little hip hop tracks and trap beats. Everything's instrumental because none of us like to sing or do vocals, you know. So yeah, there's nothing. It's just fucking music. What is the fucking problem? Like, seriously. Anyway, thanks for watching this. Please leave a comment below. Let me know your experience. Thanks so much. Have a good day.